looks like it went through. Okay. Oh, oh, Arena, you went back into the audience.
I clicked the notification on the other one and then it sent me back.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. All right. So looks like all right, let's get started, shall we?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Welcome everyone to Voices of Sonic Revolution with Erenaroonie. And of course, Arena, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, for sure. Hi everyone. My name is wait, what is my name? I am so sorry. I am the derpiest of potatoes. That is what I am. I am Erenaroonie, and I am a content creator, voice actress, writer, and I do all kinds of different things. Not only do I create content such as animations, audio dramas, and webcomics, I also do voice work with Sonic Revolution. I am the voice of Rouge the Bat, who is a lot of fun and is inspired by my cousin's voice, which is really silly, but a fun little factoid. And this Rouge the Bat is the polar opposite of my personality. However, once I voice her, all um, the natural mischief comes out that apparently exists. By that I mean, I don't know how, I don't know why. I just am very quick-witted and roast everybody in sight. And I don't know how she does that because I am not I am not smooth with my words, as you could tell. But that's a little bit about me.
Awesome. So, since I know that you are the voice of Rouge the Bat for Sonic Revolution, I'm very curious, which panel did you enjoy a lot being a part of as Rouge?
Oh my goodness. So I've done quite a few panels so far, and I'd love to do more, but as Rouge specifically, so I'm trying to think back on some of the panels that we've done so far, because we've had some really funny moments from each of them. Am I able to talk on the different panels, like the funny memories of each, and then try
Mhm.
and figure out which one was one of my favorites?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to.
All right. So for some of my favorites, where I'm voicing Rouge, there was the Sonic and Tails moving episode where they were moving and Rouge kind of jumps in and kind of tries to steal stuff, but also helps out and intervenes when Sonic and Tails break something. And by break something, they break one of Amy's gifts to Sonic, and Rouge tries to help them cover it up, and in the process, they end up getting it in her shoe. And it's this whole spiel of trying to cover up the intense pain and screaming of Rouge in heels with glass in her foot while trying to
Oh.
talk with Amy in the audience while Sonic and Tails are moving. So that was a really funny moment I remember vividly.
Oh.
Another funny one, I thoroughly enjoyed was the Disney, one. That was just a ton of fun being able to do. Um, a lot of people really crack up at the fact that, if I remember correctly, I had voiced, Meg for one of the, things, and that was a
Mhm.
lot of fun for Meg for Hercules. And I feel like Meg really does vibe with Rouge. It's just like a perfect fit, and it's really freaking
Mhm.
funny. Um, and I really, I'm gonna say real quick, I'm so sad that I couldn't do the Great Mouse Detective part in that, where they were
Oh.
doing the Great Mouse Detective monologue, and I'm like, that is one of my favorite Disney movies growing up. I know this monologue from like I could do this, and I was just like, dang it. I really wanted to do the voice of Basil, a British Rouge.
Oh.
It's all good, but next time, if we ever do the Disney thing again, please, please let me do the Great Mouse Detective, please. Rouge the Bat is it's a freaking mouse with wings. Come on, guys. Perfect.
Oh.
But that
Oh.
was another one that I absolutely adored. It was a lot of fun. Um the and I say that one not mostly because of the voice work that I did in that one, but the stuff that everyone else was doing. And by that, I mean the birth of the Shadang.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I
The
remember that.
Shadang being born through the Disney thing was so freaking funny. And I will never get over how freaking funny. I don't know how they kept it together, but that was so freaking funny. And I blush and crack up every single time because I don't know how I could have I don't know how we all held it together while they did that.
Oh.
But that was another one that I thoroughly enjoyed. Um I'm trying to think the April Fool's one was a lot of fun where we had the fake shadow.
Mhm.
And Rouge couldn't tell that it was a fake shadow because she was blind as a bat. That was the gag. She didn't have contacts on, and so she was blind as a bat. And that's why she couldn't tell
Oh.
until the very end where the real shadow came in.
Oh my.
And I think another one of my favorites was the panel with our one of I think it was like the first panel that I did. I think it might have been my first panel or the second panel. Um, I think the Sonic and Tails moving in was my first panel, but if it wasn't, then it was the Team Dark Q&A panel. That was my first panel, and that one was a lot of fun because of the um, figuring out that Team Dark is not the greatest at solving their missions. They are more so the Team Rocket of Sonic.
Mhm.
um like their one successful mission was to pick up an order of donuts, and even then they squished the donuts. Which is such a Team Rocket thing to do.
Mhm.
So, turning Team Dark into essentially Team Rocket was hilarious, and the creating the birth of the running gag that we do like to go incognito mode, but Shadow in particular will do whatever it takes to find a reason to go in drag.
Oh my gosh.
And Rouge will support him and give him makeup and do hair and dresses, and he will deny the fact that it's just for the mission, but he does his makeup really well.
Oh.
So, those are some of my favorite moments from the panels, and I honestly, after going all through those, it's hard to say which one was my favorite as Rouge, because they're all
Oh.
so good. They're all fun with all the different VAs that I've worked with and all the audience questions that we've had. It's just, oh man, I love being able to do the different panels we do.
Oh, nice. Yeah. There's always some like funny moments, at some point. Like, because obviously I couldn't tune in to this year's like April Fool's panel because, Spring Festival here running that. So,
Oh,
but
that was
Andrew
last
kind
year's April Fools. I don't think I was able to catch this April Fools either myself. I totally missed it.
of, yeah, so it's been such a treat. Um Oh yeah, here's my next question for you, Arena. Um, I'm very curious, I know you said that you kind of got inspiration from like your sister to
Oh, my cousin.
or oh your cousin
Yeah,
to do your Rouge voice. Is there like
she's like
any
my
other
sister.
uh is there any other influences of how you came up with your Rouge voice?
Yeah, so when we were kids, we watched a lot of the Sonic X, and at this time, like, yeah, Sonic Generations was out. However, this was when I had first discovered Sonic, so I was sort of going back and watching some of the other stuff. And this is where I found my Rouge. And so this is where I really enjoyed the voice of Rouge in the Sonic X and the voice of Rouge from the Sonic 06, which I know people cringe at the game itself, but you gotta admit, the dialogue between Rouge and Shadow in some of those sections of the game were very compelling, and
Mhm.
they're just iconic for me. Just when I think of Rouge lines, those are some of the Rouge lines that I think of. Is just that dialogue between Shadow and her, and then of course a certain echidna I know. Just just little silly things that were serious to playful and flirty to just being funny. But definitely our Rouge from Sonic X Sonic 06 is a major influence for us. I want to say that I used to kind of change, I used to mimic her voice a lot more before kind of um, doing my own take on it as a kid.
Mm.
But and it's probably the irony is that it's probably still recorded somewhere in my cousin's DS that is lost in time somewhere. I don't know where her DS is, but she had a bunch of recordings from when we were recording back in like junior high. And on those audio files on the DS that she had, um, you'll find my old Vector the Crocodile, my old Sonic, my old Rouge the Bat. I don't know where they're at now, the on the DS, but those were some of the ones that I would do. So definitely that, and I think unintentionally Lumpy Space Princess from
Mm.
Adventure Time.
Mm.
And I'll explain that one because I used to do Lumpy Space Princess all the time, and that would require me to go down into my lower vocal range. I haven't done Lumpy Space Princess voice in a long time, but her voice would require me to go down lower into my throat, and so doing that voice also kind of helped me with that lower register with Rouge.
Mm. Interesting. Very interesting.
Who would have expected that Lumpy Space Princess would have so much influence for Rose the Bat?
That's very intriguing, Elena. I know, I know when I did that Q&A with Kathleen Delaney, you know, you literally said, "Oh my gosh, she's like a huge inspiration to me for my Rouge voice." Like, I'm very curious, what was it about like Kathleen's like portrayal, you know, voice portrayal of Rouge, like that you wanted to, that you got influenced and inspired from her portrayal of Rouge?
Yeah, so I I'm trying to recall a little bit better. So when we were kids, I remember very vaguely playing Sonic Riders with my brother. And I swear I played as Rouge thinking that she was a mouse because I loved mice back then.
Mm,
Very vaguely. Um and I don't remember hearing her voice clips in the games back then.
mm,
Now, the first time I heard her again as an adult or no, as a teenager was when I watched the cutscenes for Sonic Generations, and obviously that was a different voice actress at the time. And despite that, her being the first voice that I heard for Rouge, that wasn't the voice that I clicked with. Now, the voice for Rouge in Sonic X fit just right when I first heard her and saw her. The saxophone music also helped. Kidding, I'm kidding. That saxophone music got way too much. Let's be real. If that was in Sonic '06 with her, I would have been so freaking done. But anyway, um, when I looked at Rouge, her voice in particular fit just right. It was perfect for her. Because it just had that perfect balance of sultry and playful and sassy and a deeper voice is when I hear when I look at Rouge. So that's essentially why I gravitated towards her.
Mm, nice. Yeah, like I would say with I would say with like Kathleen's portrayal, it's kind of funny because when I shared the Q&A that after that I did with Kathleen, she some of my other friends are like, her voice is Rouge. Like her normal voice is Rouge.
Exactly.
Like people point that out and I said, you're not wrong. It's like every time when she's like talking, all I get to hear is Rouge.
I mean, it's just it fits. I don't know what it is about her voice, but it's just so unique, and it's a perfect fit in my eyes or my ears, I should say. So,
Mhm.
she will always hold a special place in my heart.
And I think also what was pretty funny is that I think during the Q&A with Kathleen, I already had my sneaking suspicion someone was going to ask about the saxophone for Sonic X, and my suspicion was right as soon as someone put that in the chat, and I'm like, I knew someone was going to ask this at some point. So when I asked Kathleen their question about the saxophone, and she's like, I was like, I think it's funny because it's her like theme song.
It is though, like, it's really funny that of all of the things, like, Sonic X, like her dialogue in particular, a lot of or stuff in Sonic X could have been done a lot more seriously without a lot of the sound effects or dramatic sound effects that they added. Like, for example, a lot of Rouge's dialogue could have been a lot more serious or like without the saxophone. But then I feel like that's not what Four Kids was going for. Four Kids wanted to Four Kidsify it, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like, I think that's what always made me laugh. Cause
It was just
like
so
every
random. It was just her.
it's like nee, 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 nee. I was like, okay, okay, yeah. And it does get annoying because like the first few times is okay, but then when you're doing it throughout the entire show, that's where it's kind of like, okay, now you're overdoing it.
Oh yeah, no, there was I and you know what? And that actually turned me off for a bunch of cartoons when I got older. Like I remember watching a bunch of different cartoons and growing up, and then once I got to a certain age, and it was specifically with Johnny Test. I don't know if anyone remembers that cartoon. But with
Mm,
Johnny Test, I just remember every single movement, every single blink, every single movement, every single word that came out of their mouths. There was a whip sound, there was a moving sound, there was a guitar sound, there was just like all these unnecessary sound effects. And I'm
mm,
just like, so many sound effects to the point where it was obnoxious and it
mhm.
completely took away from just the enjoyment of the episode. It felt like brain rot at that point and not the good kind. And
Aw.
I'm just like looking back and I'm just like, oh my gosh, all of these cartoons used to do it. Why? So many of them would be so much better without the excess of sound effects. Why are there
Mhm.
so many saxophones? So yeah, a lot of cartoons like I want to go back and watch, but at the same time, those sound effects were too much for me.
Mm. I would say, I would say for me, like in terms of it, that's tolerable would be for me is like in Scooby-Doo. Because,
Yeah,
it's for comedic effect. It's not there to annoy you. It's like it's to be funny, you know.
and they have their
And
place. Like they're there for specific purposes. Like it's not every single hand movement. Turn their head every dialogue. No, it's like specifically when they're jumping up or they're running away. Like the little when he's running. Like yes, that makes sense. It's a running sound effect. It's not like every single movement. Like sound effects like that are iconic and they make sense. They work.
Mhm.
When it's overused, it just kills it for me.
Mhm. Yeah, I think, Scooby-Doo is good at sound effects. And so and literally the chat here is literally saying Ed, Ed and Eddie, like they have good sound effects where it's
Mhm.
where it's not like it's not obnoxious to hear it. And I think they do it with comedic timing, I think. I think that's the key. Like they do it comedic timing where it's not obnoxious to hear it every time. It's like, no, like they don't use it all the time. So I think, yeah, I do agree with the chat, Ed, Ed and Eddie. They're really good at like comedic timing because that's the whole point of the show. It's to be comedic, you know.
Exactly, like, when it's done right, and especially with Ed and Eddy, there were so many funny freaking moments where they did it correctly, like, there are times where they don't, um the characters didn't even talk and there was, like, a sound effect going behind them, like, I'll give you a perfect example because this still makes me laugh to this day. It was the episode where they were trying to figure out who framed the Eds, and they were trying to hold the freaking shoe, and, Jimmy's crying. He's like, I had to practice because he was saying about his shoe. And then Ed's like, oh, cheer up, kid. It's okay. And he lets go of the slab with the footprint, and the cement slab slams onto his foot. And all the characters go silent and they just look at him. And he's frozen. He's not saying anything. But in the background, you just hear a and then it just cuts to the next scene of him walking on his hands. Like, that's the perfect way to use sound effects.
Mhm.
To
Yeah.
this day, that will make me laugh so freaking hard.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. Like you have to use sound effects like sparingly and at comedic timing. And I think, that's why I enjoyed Ed, Ed and Eddie and Scooby-Doo because they do it at like the correct timing. Um, like I think I always enjoyed hearing, when Shaggy and Scooby run in the original Scooby-Doo.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. And it's not overused because they only do it when they're running, you know. So I mean, oh my gosh. But chat, if you guys have any questions for Arena here, you are more than welcome to like put your questions in the chat. So,
I'm trying to find the chat.
oh,
I
the
am
side
so
chat?
yes, I am so technologically in decline. In English,
Oh,
I can do it, I swear.
do you see show requests at the top right? There's like a hand and then there's like a bubble, like word bubble that says show chat. And then that's where people are writing. I'm not sure if you could
Oh,
see
there it
that.
is. It's blocked off by some weird, there's, like, some ads that have been popping up on Discord as of late, and it's been
Mm,
very annoying. I don't
mm.
know why it keeps showing it. There we go. Now I can see it. Thank you, guys.
Ooh,
Thank
okay.
y'all. Yeah, there was, like, an ad blocking off that whole section. "Hi, everyone!"
Oh, okay. I see a question from Kevin. Do you have
Hi,
any
Kevin!
do you have any of your own spins for when you play Rouge? Um, do you mean own takes? Is that what you mean, Kevin? I hope I'm not misinterpreting that question. I just want to know because I don't want to. Oh, okay.
Like,
So Kevin's like her
oh,
own spin on the
portrayal.
card. Oh, okay. Portrayal. Gotcha.
So, definitely for Rouge, I think I mentioned this earlier. When it comes to Rouge, I feel like I roast people way more than I should. Because for some reason, whenever I start voicing Rouge, it just comes naturally in the sassiness of the character, where once I start voicing her, she is just very quick-witted and she is able to roast or come up with silly things or come up with something to play around with people. Like, say if she sees Jet the Hawk, she's like, "Oh, hello there, bird brain. Got any feathers to ruffle?" Like, just different little things that she'll just come up on the fly and mess around with for people. Or if she sees like Sonic and Shadow arguing, is like, "Boys, boys, you're both beautiful. Can we get along now? The focus is getting taken off me." Just like different little things that she'll say or do that she incorporates her sass, but also at the same time, I see that we all know that Mac was a great improvement for Tails' lab. Yes, iconic.
Oh, nice, nice. Because I know, I enjoy your Rouge Arena. Like,
Oh, thank you.
like, I'm not sure if you've listened to the Chaotic Case Files,
Not yet,
audio.
no, I've been meaning to, but I have seen little spoilers here and there.
Have you seen episode 0 at least, or at
I
least
haven't
listened
seen
to?
any of them. Yeah, no, I haven't. I've seen spoilers of it, like, okay, before I mention anything, has anyone not seen the case files other than me? Before I say the one thing that I know about.
Okay, Travis
Okay,
said he's listened to it.
okay, so the one thing I will say was, Brain Boom, have you seen it? Okay.
Uh,
So I'm the only one who hasn't seen it, so don't share any other spoilers, but I will say the thing I have seen spoilers for it already, but the one thing I will say when it comes to Rouge, that I've seen about it is her flirting with SBO, or quote unquote her flirting with SBO. Quote unquote her flirting with SBO.
Mhm. Like, I'm just curious about, whoa, I never expected her to do that with that specific character.
Like for Rouge, it's just like the what? Like when I saw people mentioning about him, like, what is she what's her end game? What's her goal? What is she trying to get from him? I
Mhm.
know she's up to something.
Yeah.
'Cause Rouge has flirted with many characters in the past, and
Mhm.
in the comics or in the anime or stuff like that. So it's like, "What are you doing? What is your goal here, lady? I'm onto you."
And this is coming from the Rebel VA who voices Rouge.
And who has not even seen the friggin' or listened to the thing just yet, but who knows that there was something off, something very off.
It it's like, yeah, Rouge, like whenever Rouge is involved in some way, shape, or form, it's like you gotta be skeptical and sus of her because she's done a lot of suspicious stuff. She has like a track record of doing that, if you know what I mean.
Like, don't forget, she is also a secret agent, a thief, a treasure hunter. She is a mixed bag of things. She is not a one type person. So don't be surprised when it comes to just like a random, something's gonna go on. I'm going to get something from you, and I'll figure out how.
and and triggers like all of the above. Lol. It's like, yeah, like here's the thing, like Rouge is a character that's definitely a wild card, you know, because obviously she has like her own specific like selfish goals, you could say. And obviously, other characters get like sus. They have that sus look of like, I don't know if I can trust you. You done some shady stuff, woman.
Like,
Yeah.
how is she gonna go about it this time? Is she gonna flirt her way through it? Is she gonna annoy you so you let your guard down? Is she going to try and be friendly and so you also let your guard down? Or she want you to get your guard up so that way she could sneak around and do the polar opposite of what you're trying to guard, etc., etc. She is going to
Mhm.
try something.
Mhm.
She's like a
Absolutely.
velociraptor testing the shock on the the gate. She's gonna find out where's the weak spot and sneak around it.
Correct. Mhm. Yeah, that's an interesting analogy, Areta.
Actually, she's like almost kind of like she's kind of amalgamation of several characters. She's kind of like Jessica Rabbit and meets Hollywood. Like she's gonna get what she wants, but also she's gonna be very sultry or very calm in the way she does it.
Mhm. Absolutely. Ooh, okay. I see a question from Tricker. Do you have any favorite moments during your time as Rouge? If so, what was it and when did it take place?
All right. So we did mention some of these regarding the panels. Um, but um, let me think. So we've mentioned some of them as the panels, but how about we talk about the live panel that we did at that Revo 2023? Because that one I didn't mention.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for that one, I will say my favorite one, which totally took me by surprise, was when I got called back up on stage by a fan choice to have me and Blue Moon as Tails to come back up and do a skit together. And the skit was Rouge trying to help Tails to flirt with, I believe it was Cosmo at the time. So, the thing that me and Tails were doing was like, we were going over it, and then all of a sudden, Rouge kind of becomes a drill sergeant, like, okay, chin up, back straight, you're gonna do this, this, and that. Just like, yes, ma'am. I love that we were able to play with each other just like really quickly on the fly, being able to do that. That was a lot of fun. Um, and we're very comfortable being able to do that. Because if people don't actually know about this, but me and Blue Moon, we actually first met um, on a Sonic stop motion project many, many years ago. That was the first project I was ever cast in. I was cast as Boom Sonic and Boom Amy, and she was Boom Tails. So that was the first time we ever met, and that was when I first like started voice work and started in university actually. So we had known each other for quite a long time before we actually met in person. So by then it was just like, heck yeah, we get to do something together.
Aww.
So it was really fun.
Oh my gosh, Kevin put, gosh, if Rouge had been present for that couples therapy between Tails, Cosmo, and me. Oh my gosh, that would be very chaotic.
That would have been very, very chaotic. Oh my
I, I
gosh.
I know for sure Rouge would have instigated something to get more teasing
Oh, for sure,
involved.
without a doubt, in my mind.
Mhm. Ooh, okay. Um, Oh yeah, Reina, I know you've been to like the in-person event for Eggman Revolution. Like why'd you like tell us like what I believe that was like your first time going there, right?
That was actually my second convention for Sonic Revo.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah, my
tell us your
first time.
experiences about that.
Yeah, for sure. So my first time was for a guest with Sonic Villains. We were
Mhm.
invited alongside Ariane Mitunes, and I am so sorry, my cat decided to play with her toy right now. We were invited alongside Ariane Mitunes to as the team to go to Sonic Revo, and that was the first time we ever got to go. So me and my best friend had gone up there. We went first the day before to go meet Jason Griffith, the one of the voices of Sonic, and because that was his first meet and greet in a very long time, and that itself was a really freaking funny meet and greet, meeting him for the first time. But
Oh.
then being able to go over to Revo itself, it was so much freaking fun. I loved it. I really needed to be able to go over there. I had not been able to keep up with my master's program, so I had been let go of the master's program. I gotten my bachelor's, but I just couldn't keep up with my master's program itself. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get my master's degree. However, I was feeling very low, and when we were invited over to Sonic Revo and I was there, I had this moment with talking with people who were fans of the film and people who were very much interested in voice acting, people who recognized me, people who loved the character of Tails, or just people in general who just were there in attendance and were just wonderful to be able to meet. I mean, it I cried. It helped a lot, and it helped a lot from someone who was in a very dark place. And
Mm.
I was it helped a lot for many months after that. So that was incredible. And we had so many fun memories and laughter and some silly moments that me and my roommate had together, and just some wonderful memories and photos and all that. And then the second time when I went for Revo, which was the Eggman Revo, this time I was a part of Sonic Revolution as Rouge's VA, and being able to do the panel and to meet more fans and to be able to meet up again with the VAs, that whole thing in the cast room where we recorded a funny video with Boone and Andrew with the strawberry shortcake.
I remember that so well. Like Andrew was just getting everyone to like eat that strawberry shortcake for whatever reason.
And I didn't expect that I would take a bite, but I did, and I'm glad I did. One thing, it was delicious, but the other thing was like, you remember, like I was like struggling so much with my health at the time. Like, damn, that is so freaking good. But all of us just voice acting and doing all that fun stuff, and I will never forget the fact that we did all of that with Agent Stone in the corner.
Yeah.
I still
Yeah.
have it on video. I was explaining it to my cousin's husband, who the cousin that has inspiration for Rouge the Bat. I was talking with her husband about it, and we were talking about the movie, and I explained how I got to meet Agent Stone at Sonic Revo, and I explained how we had done that, and he's like, "No way!" And like, yeah, he was so chill.
Oh.
And, we were like, "Would you like to sit down in a chair?" He's like, "No, I'm okay." And then just like we did that whole chase Andrew out the door, and I was filming it, and then we all just kind of turned around because we realized, oh crap, he's still in the room, and just like, "You okay, bud?" Just like, "Oh yeah, you guys are fun."
Yeah, like
I never forget how funny that was.
yeah. because I think, Kevin, you were not there when it transpired. Because I remember I showed you the video when we were like after the convention and we were eating at a place that was like similar to Denny's, and then I showed you the video. And then I think from my perspective, I actually ran out and followed them and I got what happened outside. So I
And I was
got
recording the whole thing on my phone too, so I got to shots of
it
it.
it was so good. I was just like, and I think it was like the longest skit because I checked it was like 5 minutes
It
long.
was
I was like,
long.
yeah, a very,
'Cause
very long one. And yeah, and then like I was like, oh no, is Lee Mashtub gonna be like like we were like afraid and it's like, no, no, you guys are good. So we're like, oh, okay, we're good.
to this day, I think we were all wondering, did he ever mention this to Jim Carrey with all his shenanigans?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question. He's probably gonna be like, like imagine like while he's like filming movie 4 or something, he just mentions it to casually to Jim Carrey. Oh yeah, I actually watched like I was like a guest at like Sonic Revolution and they did like this whole strawberry shortcake skit and it just like transpired all of that transpired right in front of my eyes. I
Like to this day, I'm so curious because he was so chill.
Mhm. Yeah. He probably be like, he's like, well, it's like they're just having fun.
It was
Well,
great.
but because I think maybe he was so chill because he works with Jim Carrey and probably Jim Carrey behind the scenes is probably pretty funny too. So
You know what?
um
True, true.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he was just chill because like, oh, it's like they give me some Jim Carrey vibes or something. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, for
Um
sure.
but yeah, that was also my favorite skit. Cause like literally, shout out to Kevin, who's here in the audience. He actually bought those strawberry shortcakes because Kevin and I we were like planning this because when we found out Andrew and Doom were both coming, I'm like, okay, we gotta do a strawberry shortcake skit. So we looked up, places that could sell strawberry shortcake. And we found out Ralph's actually has it.
Oh, wow.
And so I told Kevin, since you're going to be there before me, do you think you could go to that Ralph's that's near the venue and like buy strawberry shortcake? So we did, and it turned out it was like a big square.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
and I was just like, I didn't know this strawberry shortcake was gonna be that huge. I thought it was gonna be like a regular triangle shape, right? So we were surprised and like Kevin gave the first strawberry shortcake to Andrew and Kevin actually sent a video while we were just hanging in one of the VCs here um with Andrew recording like, hey, so I got this strawberry shortcake from 80. Yay. In character. And it was so great. Kevin, I think you still have that video, right? Because it was so hilarious. Um, uh, and we were like laughing our butts off. And I'm just like, yeah, Sonic would say that. um, the Andrew, he said he actually loved the strawberry shortcake, but since he was staying in character, for
That is
obvious.
hilarious.
So it was a funny video. It was very short, and Andrew said, "Yeah, this is so." He's like, "This is delicious, but I hate that Sonic doesn't like it." And I'm like, "Yeah, it was good." And Kevin's like, "There was no way I was going to pass up the opportunity for that skit to happen." I'm like, "I know, right?" Like, like you can't let that opportunity pass. So, um,
It
in
is the
and
first time I am hearing about the whole backstory to the strawberry shortcake. I love it.
Like Kevin and I, we were cooking behind the scenes, so it was so good. It was so good, and that video is literally I only have like the shorter version on my Twitter. It's just like the whole ending part where Andrew gets chased out of the room, but the full skit was literally 5 minutes long. Literally 5 minutes long. That's yeah. And and the world will never see it. um the world will never see the full version.
Oh,
It's only people who actually were there and and those I can trust obviously. So
yeah, it's a memory that we have. That's a special memory for all of us.
Mhm. Like, I'm very curious, like, which guests at the Eggman Revolution, like in terms of the voice actors, did you enjoy like speaking to and meeting?
Hmm. That is a good question. Well, they were all wonderful, and it was incredible to be able to meet them. Like, since we were talking about them, like, it was very brief meeting because I was very shy, but Lee Meiju was wonderful to be able to quickly meet. See, I'd drawn artwork for him, and the artwork was of his character, Agent Stone, meeting his previous character, because I didn't know this until looking back at it looking back at it and being so shook by the revelation. But I had seen Lee Mejub years ago in a YouTube video that I used to watch all the time. And that YouTube video was a parody um, fan trailer. And that parody fan trailer was for a fake Pokemon movie. And I'll explain that a little bit more. But in the early 2000s or 2010s, 2010s, I want to say, um, something very popular on YouTube were those fake movie trailers or fan trailers, I should say, that would have people making trailers that look like the games. For example, there was a fan trailer that floated around for ages that looked like The Legend of Zelda. And that one
Mm.
was huge. That was iconic for many people. Yeah, people will know it just by seeing the white fence. You show them the white fence, they'll know exactly what it is. That Legend of Zelda fan trailer was huge back then. Um,
Mhm.
but this one in particular was for Pokemon, and there was it was Ash as an adult and with Pikachu and all them, and they're trying to get a there's Team Rocket, and like it's a dirty dark version of Pokemon, like more intense. But Lee Meijub was Ash in that trailer.
Oh, wow.
This whole time, and I had never known because he looks completely different. He didn't have like the beard that he has now. And so when you look up at the I think it was on his IMDb maybe, but looking it up, and I was just like, "Oh my lord. I have seen this man so many times because I watched that video so many times." So, knowing that I had seen that video so many times, I had drawn that fan art of Ash and Pikachu meeting Agent Stone, where it's like, "Who are you?" And then Agent Stone replying, "I'm you after I've had my coffee." And so I gave that to Lee, and he was just like, "Oh my gosh." And I was just like, I was very shy trying to talk with him, but I was just like, "I remember you, dude."
Oh, wait, are you talking about the Pokemon Apocalypse?
Yes, that one.
Yeah, I just looked up on IMDb under Lee Majdu. Yeah, it was Pokemon Apocalypse, and that came out 2010.
Mhm. That's the trailer I
Oh,
used to watch all the time. Like, I used to watch, like, Smosh and all these kind of things, but every now and then I would watch, like, fake YouTube trailers for movies and all that. Just like I YouTube algorithm was way different back then when I was a kid. I'll be honest. The algorithms were like dog videos, cat videos. You had Smosh, you had PewDiePie back then. You had all these funny videos. You had Slenderman videos. I mean, all that old stuff way back when. And a lot of them were also those video game ones, and I remember those ones vividly.
Oh.
So meeting Lee and be able to do that was a big one. And I should say this one's kind of obvious, but also being able to meet Jason Griffith was another giant, huge one for me. My junior high self is still probably, had I told her that she had met um, the person who inspired her, she'd probably be crying.
Oh.
Which actually I had just mentioned about that the other day, because the web series that he was in, Casters, it just hit its anniversary, and Aaron Gould, the director, just shared a post about it, talking about it. And I was just like, "Oh my gosh." So I ended up writing like a little post about it myself, and I'm just like, cuz again, I was that dork in that dork in high school who first got her first ever Facebook and made a fan page for this web series and do a bunch of horribly cringy artwork and videos and made a little small community, um, and had all the actors and director in there, and it was wonderful being able to, my artwork and my animations and all that grew because I was able to experiment and explore while making that fan page. Like other people have had, Sonic and stuff like that to make fan pages of and experiment with and grow up with. And I sort of did the same thing but with casters. And it was a lot of fun. And casters did help me a lot. And I shared like a memory of how important it was because yeah, I found the show because yeah, Jason had acted in it, and he was one of my biggest inspirations. And I just remember one of the things that I written down as in the memory was that, and this is 100% true. It's a little sad. I'm sorry, but I was being bullied at the time in junior high by some people who got my phone number and ended up doing some crank calls and being cruel and doing some cruel things with crank calling and using sort of things when it comes to voice acting and all that, abusing someone's aspirations against them. And I was very upset and crying, but uh, ironically, while all that was going on, um, I was having casters playing on my laptop. And I remember in that moment while crying, just remembering that this was going to pass and that things are just wait until later. Things are going to get better later. And I wish that I could show my younger self how right she was because I've met that director. I've met Jason, and they are incredible people and they
Mhm.
are wonderful. And I've cried and I've like, oh my gosh, they've had such a wonderful impact on me and they've been wonderful. And it's not just me, it's for many other people out there. And for people who are in the Sonic or into Pokemon or who are also fans of casters, we may be small, but we're mighty. No. But yeah, so and I mean they even made their film, the casters bring it up. They made their film after I had talked with them all the way back in 2013. They had made that film and they just released it. Ironically, after after our Eggman Revo, they released it. So long overdue, but like almost 10 years, but still, they released it. Um, but yeah, just very big inspirations to me, and I'll never forget that. So I'm always going to be grateful for Sonic Revel for providing that opportunity to be able to meet them and finally in person and finally say thank you.
Oh.
Plus, he scared the shit out of me in person. I'm not gonna, because like
Oh.
I went up in person and he was doing the meet and greets and he was about to say hi and then his face dropped. He's like, "Do I know you?" And I'm like, and everything was just spaghetti out of my mouth, just horrible, and just word vomit and just like, "Do I know you? Wait, is your name Aaron?" And I'm just like. Like, yeah, I had like this whole smooth thing that I was gonna say. Like, I made all this artwork for y'all back in high school, so I thought I'd make something better now that I'm in college. And I had this picture for Casters and Sonic. None of that came out right. And he's like, "It's you," and I'm like, "It's me." And he's
Oh.
taking pictures. He's showing the director, "Aaron, look who it is." So yes, I will always be grateful for Sonic Revel for providing that opportunity and still making this grown adult cry.
Oh. That's beautiful. And you're right, Arena. I did see a screenshot. Lee looks so different. I don't
Right.
recognize him. I don't recognize him. Like I posted in the side chat here. I'm like, yeah, I do not recognize him. I'm like, that's really him?
Yeah,
Uh,
you would not have known had someone not had it not shown on his thing.
mhm.
So big plot twist, but it came in handy because I got to draw him artwork of that. So yay! Proud of that artwork.
Oh. All right, Arena. Do you have any final words before we end? Because the next panel is going to be a Twitter space, so I want you to, if you have any final words.
Nothing major. I did end on a kind of somber note, so I just want to say no matter what happens in life, guys, keep going, keep pursuing your passions, your dreams. No matter if there's someone who is out there who is showing you cruelty in even in the face of cruelty, they're showing that cruelty because they themselves do not have the bravery to share their passions, to pursue their passions. So whether it's voice acting or drawing or acting or doing whatever it is that you do, you continue doing it. You continue being brave. You continue being who you are and never change.
Very, very beautiful to end off this panel. And I want to thank you, Arena, for like coming on to Serenity Spring Festival and
Thank you so
doing
much for
this.
having me again.
Mhm. And of course, it is the next panel is a Twitter space, and it is Sonic Movie 4 Theories and Predictions Twitter space, and that will be starting soon. I will be ending this event, and then I will be in the same stage channel to screen share from my Twitter in case if you don't have Twitter to listen in on the conversation, or if you want to tune in and you do have Twitter, the link is in the I believe it's in yeah, it's in the Spring Festival yeah, Spring Festival announcements. So we're gonna get started on that. So and yeah, then we have to end off for day 6 is at 6 p.m. PT, 9 p.m. ET is Project Shadow fan film with Joao Felipe Santiago, which they will be talking about the Project Shadow fan film. So I'll see you guys in the Twitter space. Bye.
Take care, everyone.